Vikings adding yet another new face through free agency, this time signing cornerback Shaq Griffin on a 1-year up to $6 million deal, so pretty team friendly, a bunch of incentives. I'm honestly shocked by this. I, honest to God, thought after the recent run of player signings we've had, Jerry Tillery, Dan Feeney, Trent Sherfield, Jonah Williams, that I was just saying, all right, I'm chalking this up to the splash signings are done. Starting players that they're going to be immediate contributors, that's over with. Now they're signing players for the sake of depth. Although I do fear that there is some sort of plan, I don't know, outside looking in, that Jerry Tillery may contend for a starting role on the interior defensive line. I certainly hope not, because to me, he's the second coming of Dean Lowry, and we saw how that worked out, but I digress. I thought we were done. Significant signings are over with. This isn't a big signing, but it is significant. Shaq Griffin last year played for two teams, starting with the Houston Texans and then finishing off with the Carolina Panthers. Had a bit of a rough outing with Houston, allowing a 64% completion rate, played 10 games there, 6 starts. And then in Carolina, albeit a smaller sample size compared to Houston, 3 games, 1 start played, going from a 64% completion rate allowed down to 43%. And between both teams, 0 touchdowns given up. So a bit of a bend but don't break kind of player. Still inconsistent. This is why it's a significant signing. I think this puts a Caleb Evans on notice. Caleb Evans last year was a borderline disaster. It was bad. I think this is foreshadowing a training camp battle in the making between Shaq Griffin and Caleb Evans, because think about the cornerback room right now. There are 2 guys that I, at least, probably you as well, feel good about. That, yep, there are guys on the starting unit. Byron Murphy Jr. and Mekhi Blackman, his second year out of USC. Caleb Evans, you haven't earned anything. How so? Let me count the ways. Caleb Evans last year allowed a 70% completion rate, gave up 6 touchdowns, and had a 20% missed tackle rate. This is all according to Pro Football Reference. He has shown nothing. You have to find any sort of ways to improve any players that are, quite frankly, letting you down. Haven't done that with the interior defensive line, but I'm not going to keep going down that road. I keep saying that, but I end up doing it. Whatever. Caleb Evans has proven nothing. And every move that this team makes, not to say that Brian Flores is saying, go get me those players, but I think at least Kwesi Adofo-Mensah and KOC, they run those players that they're thinking about through him, and then he gives the thumbs up or thumbs down. Brian Flores wants Shaq Griffin, and for good reason. Caleb Evans, a 70% completion rate allowed last year. Your first year, you allowed a 64% completion rate. So you've actually regressed. This is a big year for him, and this would, if he falls apart, man, then it puts another bad mark on that 2022 draft class. But this is a significant signing. Shaq Griffin, welcome to Minnesota.